What's going on, guys? We are here in Texas, Austin, Texas. Andrew and I have decided to fly to Texas randomly.
We're never coming back to Pennsylvania.
No.
Sorry, guys.
So the reason we are really here is because we're heading to Texas Speed tomorrow. I'm going to be revealing to you guys the new engine for the Freedom Rocket in the next video. Today is Sunday. We just got here. It's about 12 p.m. or so. And we decided we needed a car to get around Austin, Texas. So this is what we rented. Oh yeah, there it is.
Look at that.
This is our ride for the next couple days. It looks beautiful.
It drives like a 1981 car.
Does it?
It does.
The DeLorean. Look at that. Oh man. Talk about going back in time. Run DMC, that's great.
The driver's door opens and closes easier than the passenger door. So
Okay.
give it a little bit of a nudge and it'll open up. Believe it or not, these are windows.
Yeah. Does this window at all anything go down? So it stays just this portion.
The only way it's designed is that this portion goes up and down.
Oh, is that right?
But just on, yeah, you'll see it on the driver's.
Okay. So there's the trunk, which is kind of like putting all your luggage under the hood.
I might have to take some stuff
So
out.
obviously the engine is in the back. All right, so we got our luggage in the trunk slash hood. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna be awesome. This is so crazy. Getting in the DeLorean. Wait, did that close? I guess it closed. This is wild. I don't even know what to say right now.
200 miles included. Okay.
Yeah,
Go back
so
in time. Do the miles go up or down?
it's like driving in reverse, right? Miles go down.
I wonder if that works on this. It is an 80s car. Okay, so you need to put in your phone where the hell we're going.
Okay, well, destination 1985.
What the fuck are these people stopping for?
Come on, people, we got to get this thing to 88 miles an hour.
It is an 80s car.
Is it?
Yeah. We were supposed to go back to the future, but we went back to the past.
How does it drive? Horribly.
I mean, it's not a very good car by today's standards. But
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, that's what happens over 40 years.
The speedometer doesn't even go to 88.
Oh my God, you're right.
I forgot, yeah, because it's in the 80s. How does it feel, the steering?
It's tight.
Well, yeah, he said there's no power steering.
Okay, we got brakes. That's good.
Those of you guys that don't know much about a DeLorean, obviously this car was made pretty famous and iconic in the movies Back to the Future. So Andrew and I are a huge fan of that, and that's why we decided to get a DeLorean. We could have actually gotten a brand new Jaguar, what was it, SVR? What was it?
Yeah, you were like, let's rent this Jaguar.
Yeah, it was like a convertible Jaguar. Then he sent me this and I was like, yeah, we're gonna rent this instead. The thing's got a stainless steel body, 5-speed manual, no power steering. It's a 1981 first gen
Well, it
DeLorean.
goes up to 140 kilometers.
Okay.
So that might be 88. Look it up real quick. What's 140 kilometers in mile per hour?
88 miles an hour is 141 kilometers an hour.
We just have to get over that dot.
We
We get over that dot.
There's a little thing that holds us at 85.
What?
See it?
There is.
There's a little needle there.
It's driving like a Dodge pickup truck. That's what it feels like. An old Dodge pickup truck. Like you remember that 97 that I had?
Look at this.
The blue one?
It's a DeLorean freaking, what is that, a little Hot Wheels car made into a keychain. The windows don't go down either. I don't know if you guys knew that, but these little weather stripping pieces here, the only window that goes down is the small section. The top portion doesn't go down at all. It's just, that's just how they are. Yours works, mine doesn't. Look at that tiny window. Can you guys see that?
We should go through the drive-thru. We're definitely going through the drive-thru of this.
Dude, they're gonna hand you a drink and you're gonna turn to the side.
And then
mine doesn't work.
I added a digital dash.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I don't think we got enough road to get up to 88.
Where we're going, we won't need roads. Where are we, Marty?
When are we? All right, guys, so renting a DeLorean was extremely fun. I didn't get to drive the car, unfortunately, but I'll tell you why here in a second. If you do want to see more footage of the DeLorean, go on Complete Streets channel. I'll link that below for you guys and above, and you can see a little more in-depth review of the DeLorean, a little bit of a Back to the Future thing as well that he did. Either way, it's a very fun car, but obviously it doesn't meet to, you know, today's standards of great cars, performance cars. But honestly, who really cares? Because if you like Back to the Future as much as I do, you're really going to appreciate the car. Now, I wanted to drive this car, but unfortunately something really bad happened to me Monday morning. The first clips that you saw of the car, of us getting in the car and the whole ride along, was done Sunday afternoon. We got back to our hotel room Sunday afternoon. We chilled out for a little bit. Obviously, we were a little jet lagged. And then Seth from Texas Speed and Performance took us around Austin, and we rode on these little like electric scooters, the Bird. I don't know if you guys ever rode those around, they're pretty cool. But we rode around town and it was awesome, checking out Austin and everything, and checking out the Capitol, going inside the Capitol. Those of you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen all the stories that I posted. When we got back to the hotel room that night, we decided to go out downtown and have some fun, see what the nightlife offers, which was really cool because Austin is known for its live music scene. Obviously, I'm a musician, so I really like that. You could literally go out and see a different genre of music at each bar you went to. Everybody seems really nice down there too. I guess the term Southern hospitality holds pretty strong down there in Texas. We got back to the hotel late that night. It's probably actually more around 2 a.m. on Monday morning, but I woke up at 6 a.m., around 6 a.m., 6:30 with the worst kidney stone pain I've had yet. Now, I've had two before this. The first one was bad. First, you know, experiencing kidney stone pains is horrible. Second time wasn't as bad, but the third time, this time, was the worst out of both of them. And I woke up in bed, immediately knew what it was. Went to the bathroom, immediately threw up because of the pain, and Andrew didn't really know what to do. I don't even think he knew I got kidney stones or had that problem. So he asked me if I needed to go to the ER or have an ambulance called, and I said yeah, because I didn't have any pain meds with me. Wasn't really expecting this to happen because the last time I had any sort of kidney stone pain or past a kidney stone would have been like in 2014, so we're talking at least 5 years ago since I had any sort of symptom of that. So he called the EMS, they arrived shortly. I'm literally there in the bathroom just like curled up, like in the most pain I've ever felt, and can't really do anything about it. So the EMS came in and they immediately put an IV in my arm and then gave me some fentanyl, I think is what it's called. It's a painkiller that comes in certain dosages, and it doesn't last very long, but it does work when it finally gets into your system. So that worked. It took the edge off enough for me to literally be able to stand up. They probably shot me up at least 3 times and finally put me in the stretcher and then into the ambulance and then to the hospital. Now, thankfully, the hospital is literally 4 blocks away, so they got there very quickly, which was good. And once I got to the hospital, they gave me more pain meds, and I kind of just waited it out, and eventually the pain went away. I was able to get discharged from the hospital probably somewhere around noon. So I was basically in the hospital from 7 o'clock to noon, 5 hours, just laying in on this bed in the emergency room. And obviously they did a urine sample. There was blood in my urine, which is definitely a good sign of a kidney stone. Now, those of you that have never experienced a kidney stone, you're lucky. Consider yourself very lucky. Those of you that have, I'm sure you know exactly where I'm coming from. Kidney stones are one of the most painful things you can experience. They even sit right above childbirth and gunshot wounds, knife wounds. They're right below some of the worst cancers that you can get as far as pain goes. And I've heard women tell me that they'd rather have another child than have kidney stone pains. So it can be very bad. I've had them where they're not that bad, and I've had them obviously where they're terrible. It sucks it came on at this time, especially me being 1,300 miles away from Pennsylvania and really not kind of helpless, you know. Now, I posted a few things on my Instagram stories about this. If you guys seen it, it may actually be kind of funny because I literally go from partying in Austin, Texas to then me being on a stretcher in the ambulance. It's kind of funny, but at the time for me it was not. And no, this wasn't an April Fool's joke. A lot of people were messaging me and saying they were hoping it's an April Fool's joke because it happened on April 1st, but I wish it was, but it wasn't. What do you think?
I don't know. We're gonna find out in a minute.
Yeah, right. Andrew's still working on it. You're still good.
I've had 3 kidney stones, and it's bad right now. I'm in the fucking goddamn ambulance. Shit hooked up to me. It's fucking bad, dude. You can.
Nick, you're not in costume. Yeah. How you feel?
This is my costume. Well, just chilling here, waiting for some test results to come back. Everything's all good though. Not dying. We're all good here. I know it's not an April Fool's joke.
Either way, I pushed through. I have a pretty high pain tolerance now, dealing with 3 of these, so I was able to recover as quick as possible on Monday. I was supposed to be at Texas Speed on Monday at like 9 a.m. to go check out the new Freedom Rocket engine, but I didn't end up getting better until about 2 p.m. So we rushed right there and got a good video for you guys coming up. That's going to be the next video, the reveal of the Freedom Rocket engine.
Sounds good. Sounds like America. I love it.
But I managed, like I said, to make the weekend worth it and to not have a waste of a trip to Texas. So unfortunately, I wanted to get more footage of the actual DeLorean and do more fun stuff, but really wasn't able to on Monday because I literally lost about 8 hours of my day just dealing with this kidney stone. After we came home from the hospital, I went and rested for a couple hours just to get some energy back and then get something to eat and drink and kind of go about my day. And then I had a flight at 8 p.m. on Monday to come home. So it was a pretty hectic day, but I made it happen. Thank you guys for your concern and your messages over the past couple days. I do appreciate it. This is something that is just, it kind of comes and goes. There is no way to, once you have a kidney stone, just get rid of it immediately. It depends on how big they are. If they're tiny, you have to just wait until they pass. If they're big, they do have procedures that they can remove them or break them up. But mine is not that big, but it did cause some really, really bad pain because it got lodged in my ureter, which is basically the tube that goes from your kidney to your bladder. So it gets lodged in there, and in men, they're longer than women. Women only have them like that big. Men are they're a little longer. So it takes a lot more time for it to go through like a man and can be a lot more painful for a man to pass. So wait for that. Hopefully when I do, it'll be good. And I won't have to worry about that for another however many years. So I just want to let you guys know what was going on in case you guys had any concern or questions about this weekend. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell to always be notified when I upload a video. And as always, have a great day.
We thought we were driving the coolest car in Austin, Texas, but clearly we were not. This guy takes the cake. What is that? I don't know. Freddie Mercury says otherwise.